As I said earlier, during your field trip you should try to map different coastal types. So all coastal landforms can be subdivided into two large groups: erosional and depositional. Erosional landforms are represented mainly by cliffs, shore platforms, caves, arches, and sea stacks. They are formed due to sea erosion of the land. Erosion of erosional landforms is a one-way process. Once the cliff is eroded, it can't grow back. Depositional landforms are represented by landforms formed with unconsolidated sediments such as sand and gravel, or a mixture of both. So depositional landforms can be represented by beaches, barriers, sand dunes, spits, and some other types. By looking, for example, at the orientation of ripple marks on the sand surface in the intertidal area, you can talk about the nature of the morphodynamic sediment movement, the nature of hydrodynamic activity that is influencing sediment transport in the area, as ripple crests are always perpendicular to the force which is shaping them. So if the ripple crests are oriented this way, it means that the current was going in this direction, perpendicular to the ripple crest. Another important thing to understand about coastal geomorphology that is, in geological terms, it is very young. Coastal landscapes are very young. And why is that? Because it's shaped by the movement of the ocean over the landscape, and it's very much linked to the sea level. And sea level changes are linked to global climate variations such as glacial and interglacial periods. For example, if we were standing here 22,000 years before present, we would find ourselves at the bottom of an ice sheet with an average thickness of 250 meters. So where I'm sitting now, there were 250 meters of ice above us. And as a lot of water had been absorbed into ice, obviously the global sea level was way lower than it is now, and 22,000 years ago it was 120 meters lower. So that lighthouse was part of the mainland, and moreover you could have walked from here over to continental Europe. So Ireland was part of the continental Europe. Then, since the ice melted, the sea level was gradually rising. The sea level became close to its present level about 8,000 years before present. So the current coastline is primarily shaped in the last 8,000 years. So as I said, in geological terms, our coastal landscapes are very young.